Hi there, I'm Okotoks Mayor Bill Robertson. Thank you for watching. On behalf of all of Okotoks Town Council and Administration, I want to assure you that we have been doing our very best to provide as much information as possible, as often as possible, to keep you updated and informed. Council would like to thank all Okotoks residents and businesses for your support, cooperation, and patience during these challenging times. While council meetings have been rescheduled to once per month, Council continues to meet weekly through the Emergency Advisory Committee meetings. I meet on a daily basis with Elaine Vincent, our CAO for the town of Okotoks, regarding the COVID-19 crisis. This week's meeting, that was the Emergency Advisory Committee meeting, was held on March 25th, where critical service centers in the town gave detailed reports regarding how their business continuity plans are being implemented. These reports included updates from water services, fire services, and human resources. The town has contingency plans for all possibilities. If a number of workers perhaps get sick, there are workers to replace them. And they have taken steps to make sure that workers are not closely confined with other workers. We want to protect all of our town departments. Starting April 1st, the Emergency Advisory Committee meetings will be streamed live to the public to watch. If you choose, you can tune in on Wednesday at 2:30 for those meetings. As we learned today, the federal government has enacted the Quarantine Act to prevent the introduction and spread of communicable diseases, which will be in effect at midnight tonight. Very important act. Of course, this is going to apply to travelers in particular returning to Canada from outside the country, whether they cross on land or arrive at an airport. With the exception of essential workers, all those travelers returning to Canada will be subject to a mandatory 15-day isolation under this act. Those that ignore this measure will face serious fines. On Wednesday, the province announced it would be enforcing the COVID-19 guidelines with significant fines for those who are not complying. This legislation still needs to be passed to provide these powers to local enforcement agencies. I cannot stress enough how important it is for everyone to realize how serious this situation is. Every person, no matter what age, should be following the regulations for mandatory self-isolation, practicing physical distancing, and not using closed playground structures, sports courts, or the skate park. We must do our collective best to stop the spread of COVID-19 by following the government and health officials' recommendations. It's for the protection of everyone. We've had a number of inquiries about the safety of our drinking water. We want to assure residents that our water is safe to drink. I have lived here for over 40 years. We have some of the best tasting water in the province. When I first came to Okotoks, Okotoks won an award for having the third best tasting water out of all municipalities in the province. Very important. We have excellent water. No changes have occurred regarding the water to your home or business. The water and wastewater plants continue to treat and protect the Sheep River. The town's water treatment processes are of the highest standards. Regular daily processes include testing water samples in the lab. Waste collection continues on a weekly basis, and the Eco Center remains open to help residents manage extra recycling and extra compost needs. More information is available at okotoks.ca/waste. Okotoks Transit is operating as usual, Monday to Saturday, 6 a.m. to 11:30 p.m. at night. Riders are asked to please sit at the back of the bus to protect themselves and to protect our drivers. Observe the physical distancing. Council recently approved the deferral of all utility payments for all Okotoks customers, if they choose. Residents that need to can pause their payments for 3 months for the next 2 billing cycles. More information is available at okotoks.ca. A dedicated business support and recovery page on the town's website has been created as a single source for businesses to access information on resources and initiatives to assist them. Go to okotoks.ca/business recovery. Okotoks is a strong, connected, caring community, and it will be this resilience and willingness to support each other that will help us overcome all this. We are in this together. I have to stress that. We're all in this together. I really want to thank all those residents for their diligent hand washing. Remember, 20 seconds. If you are unsure about 20 seconds, Sing happy birthday to yourself twice. It's everybody's birthday this year. Just wish yourself a happy birthday. Sing it twice. That's about the length of time. Make sure you do inside the fingers, the tips of the fingers, the palms, and the backs of the hands. And of course, parents, please teach your kids to wash their hands diligently and properly. It's protecting everyone. Of course, a couple other initiatives that we have the teddy bear stuffies in the windows. So if you have, and perhaps you don't anymore, but if you still have a small teddy bear or even a large teddy bear or a stuffy, put it in your window. That way families walking around, especially with young children, can look for those teddy bears in the windows. Put messages of hope. Get your kids to write out things, put it in the window. My own grandson put up Easter decorations. There's an Easter bunny hanging in their window over in Cimarron Meadows. So all kinds of cool things are going on to help people feel connected, and because of their isolation, stay-at-home initiatives and so on, it helps people cope with those types of things. I will be providing regular updates on behalf of Okotoks Town Council and administration on the Eagle radio station and through video where I will share all the actions and initiatives we are taking to support our community. Thank you very much for your attention. Please stay safe and healthy. And last thing I'd like to point out is I'm wearing an Okotoks Oilers Junior A jersey. It's one of the old ones, but it's a goodie. Absolutely. And of course, the Oilers having one of their best seasons. They beat the Brooks Bandits handily in the last games. Unfortunately, the season was cut short. Because of the COVID-19 emergency, that season was cut short for all of our hockey in Okotoks. But in my mind, and I'm sure in all of Okotoks' minds, the Junior A Oilers are the champions. So certainly, thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned for more updates.